Just like that, the pre-season test is over. Yup, that's right. Now all that's left is less than a 2-week wait to get to the season opener doubleheader at the Losail International Circuit. But after the end of the official pre-season test, the question is, who has made significant improvements? Who seems to be in some trouble? All that and more in today's video. My name is Sankalp and this is your Racing News Fix. Once again, let's do this manufacturer-wise and in the order of combined timings, starting with Ducati. Jack Miller blazed the fastest ever lap on two wheels at the Losail International Circuit with Ducati and its all-new aero package. The Aussie rider looked comfortable with his GP21 from the get-go and finished the pre-season test in P1. Teammate Pecco Bagnaia seemingly flying under the radar, but for those relying only on timing sheets, the young Italian did not do many time attacks and focused on testing things over the race distances and still ended up in P5 in combined timings. Given his confidence and clearly visible Ducati's backing, it wouldn't be wise to discount Pecco either. Johann Zarco was constantly in the hunt for top places on timing sheets and led the top speed chart almost every single day. Ending up in P9, he made sure that all Ducati non-rookie riders finished in top 10. His teammate Jorge Martin impressed by being the top rookie in overall P14. The two rookies of Espargaro Racing did what was expected from them as well. Getting used to the big bikes, Enea Bastianini looked more comfortable of the two in P15, while Luca Marini, initially struggling to find decent ergonomics due to his extra height, later came to grips with the MotoGP machine after a few seat adjustments and ended up in P21. Ducati team manager Davide Tardosi rated the pre-season test a whopping 9 out of 10 with a big smile on his face. They truly believe this could be the year of Ducati. Do you think Ducati can get the job done this year? Let me know in the comment section below. Next on the sheets, Yamaha. After the initial struggle on day 1, Fabio Quatararo was shining with one lap pace. Teammate Maveric Vinales came to terms with his personal weaknesses and worked harder than the other riders on race starts and riding in low grip situations. By end of day 4, Vinales and Quatararo both were sitting in P2 and P3 in combined timings respectively, and both seem very confident with the upgrades Yamaha has worked on over the winter. Franco Morbidelli on Petronas SRT Yamaha continued his form from last year and impressed with an amazing P4 on the 2019 spec bike with a lot of new small parts. Moving into a new team, Valentino Rossi struggled a bit at first but found his mojo back on day 3 and ended up in P11 with his first ever sub 1 minute 54 second lap time at the Losail circuit. Yamaha team director Massimo Margali was very happy with the testing proceedings and rated the pre-season test a massive 8.5 out of 10. Whether they have gained some crucial race pace and solved their problem of front tire air pressure shooting while running with the pack or not, only time will tell. Next on the timing sheets, Aprilia. Coming in with almost an entirely new bike, Aprilia in the hands of Espargaro seems to be stronger than ever. Finishing up in impressive P6 in combined timings, Alice seemed very optimistic for the season. Rookie Lorenzo Savadori certainly needs some more track time and it will be a case of learning at the job for him, as he finished in an underwhelming P26, all the while carrying a shoulder injury. Aprilia CEO Massimo Rivola cautiously rated the pre-season test a 7 out of 10 after a below expectation performance in 2020. On to the reigning champions, Suzuki. All throughout the testing days, both Suzukis flew under the radar, all the while staying within top 10 on all days. Their bike was already the most balanced bike on the track and we didn't see any major parts being tested, except for an early spec 2022 engine. Johann ended up in P7 with teammate Alex Rins less than half of a tenth of a second behind in P8. The major concern for Suzuki is still qualifying pace. Team boss Shinichi Sahara, though happy with the pre-season testing, declined to rate it out of 10. Will Suzuki continue to impress in 2021? What do you think? Let me know in comment section below. And now, moving on to Honda. Pre-season for Honda was a mixed bag with decent progress and a lot of new parts being tested, but also a combined total of 10 crashes between Repsol Honda and LCR riders. The silver lining among all this is that their new recruit Pol Espargaro seems to be at home with the RC213V and is already pushing the bike to its limits. So much so that you couldn't wipe the smile off of Pol's face even if you wanted to. Pol ended up in P10 in combined timing sheets as the top Honda man, while the test rider and Marc Marquez's substitute at the moment, Stefan Bradl, finished in P13. LCR Takaaki Nakagami showed glimpses of greatness but finished in P12, while teammate Alex Marquez led charts in terms of number of crashes with 5 crashes in 4 days, finishing in P18 and a small right foot metatarsal fracture. Team manager Alberto Puig did not rate the pre-season test, while LCR team manager rated theirs a 7 out of 10. Without Marc Marquez, are Honda in for a disappointing 2021 as well? We don't know yet. And rounding up the paddock, KTM. The Austrian manufacturer did not hit the ground running and despite having the concession of bringing in a new engine, failed to impress on all days of testing. Miguel Oliveira was the fastest RC16 rider down in P16, with teammate Brad Binder closely behind in P17. Danilo Petrucci, who joined their sister team Tech 3 Racing, spent most of his first 4 days on the KTM RC16 in getting comfortable on the bike and ended the testing in P19, while young teammate Iker Lecuona finished in P23. Although if it comes to the number of new things being tested on the bikes, KTM will definitely win by a mile. Despite the low standings on the timesheets, race manager Mike Leitner rated the pre-season test a 7 out of 10, and the riders also didn't seem too downbeat. Could this mean that KTM are keeping their cards firmly pressed to their chest? Are we in for a surprising Q2 session in 2 weeks' time? Well, I certainly hope so. That's all for today's fix. If you enjoyed it, give me a thumbs up below. It really helps out a lot. Also hit the subscribe button and the bell icon so that you don't miss your next racing news fix. My name is Sankalp and I will be back with another video very soon.